This video presentation is used as fair use as a disclaimer for educational purpose only. All instrumental music is used as fair use for educational purpose only as a disclaimer.
Black power to my people, Black power to all Africans around the globe, no matter where you at. Black power and peace. This is Underground Warrior TV. If this is your first time coming into my channel, make sure you come in liking the video, make sure you subscribe to the video and share the video. And hit that notification bell at the bottom so you always be in crosshairs when I drop one of these particular videos. You know, fam, I don't waste that much time going in on what we need to go in on. Our particular subject for the day is, what is Black America? What are we going to do as a people if America falls? and she will fall. This could be the end of America's empire as we know it. We are living in the last days of Babylon, America's empire. All the nations around the globe that America tries to hegemony with its currency, with its military, people are waking up. Could America fall like all the great empires before America? We had many empires. Egypt was one of the greatest empires that exists. She fell. And you read in the Bible, they talk about Babylon falling. Then they talk about a new Babylon. Who is the new Babylon? What is the mystery around America's evil behavior around the globe, in which now a new global reserve currency is now formulated to undermine the American dollar and its economy? We are living in the last days of America's empire. Why do I say that? Well, that's a coalition between developing nations, and the mainstream media is not telling you this particular information. You got to go online to check out this information that I'm about to dispel to you. We're talking about an organization of nations called BRIC. It's an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They're coming together to form their own currency called the big currency. I don't know if that will be the name. BRIC, not BIC. BRIC, BRIC. That's what I meant to say. BRIC currency. China, Russia, allies. South Africa is being criticized for not arresting or trying to go at Putin when Putin has looked to Africa as the breadbasket of the world. Putin dispels or dismisses all debt that Africans owe to Russia. Why is Putin and Russia are allies against the West? Have the West been ungrateful with their bully tactics, killing Africans just to maintain prosperity in the world, killing everybody? Chickens come home to roost. So there's other nations that are about to join BRIC. All the economists in America, if you go online and look them up, they see America falling. The dollar will fall. If these nations that produce its own oil, produce its own gold, its silver, its uranium, and produces the natural resources that America imports to this nation, if it's not dealing with the currency of BRIC, the American dollar is devalued. They can't buy oil. They can't buy uranium. America's being shut out. Her and all her allies, such as Great Britain. The American dollar is being devalued to nothing. It'll just be paper, monopoly money in the minute. What is black people going to do to combat this recession that America put itself into. People are tired of the bullying, the killings, the coups that have been staged all around the world, imperialists. The South Africans are rebelling. Uganda is rebelling against America. Everybody is rebelling against America. A lot of people used to say I was anti-American. How can I be anti-American when I'm only spitting the facts, how she deals with other nations? The Chinese has outsmarted the so-called Caucasian. The Japanese are in Africa benefiting from the African resources, also going to Africa, building the infrastructure of Africa. Africans, you better be careful, because at the end of the day, it's nobody but us. I know you have galvanized with China. Be careful. It's nothing wrong with doing business with China, but always know you're African. You always got to know that everybody's jealous of you and your natural resources or who you are as a people. Kamala Harris got dogged out in Uganda. She trying to bring the gay agenda over into Uganda. Uganda say they don't need your foreign aid because your foreign aid is in American dollars. American dollars is about to be monopoly money now, according to the new global reserve currency that's been adopted by China. It's been adopted by Russia, India, South Africa, Argentina, Mexico. Everybody's about to join on to the BRIC coalition. That's an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Argentina is talking about joining on. Guess what? You know that the majority of oil is being imported to China. Wake up, black people. We got to find out how we could get with this BRIC organization to get us some BRIC money, because our American dollars is not going to be worth nothing to us anymore. Europe, France, Germany, all these people that meet at this G7 meeting now has an opponent, adversaries, because this global currency that's about to hit the market will undermine the American dollar. This is the fall of America. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad got a book out called The Fall of America. When you see the dollar fall, you will see America fall. America used to print its own money, backed by gold and silver. What is the IMF is going to do? The International Money Fund, when it tries to loan Africa money and they don't want their money because their money not relevant to the currency that they're dealing with. It's going to be a war. America got to show its temper tantrum right about now. This is why we are being affected over here in this country. The banks are falling, they're collapsing. What is Black America going to do? What we going to do as a people? We should have been and went to Africa and set the rules and regulations in Africa as black people, but we was running from Africa. How do you feel, black Indian? You said that America was the motherland. You said America is going to save people. But Putin knows that as Africa goes, the world goes. China knows as Africa goes, the world goes. It's asinine for developing countries to bow down to the American dollar when they have all the resources. They don't need the American dollar. If you have a ground that produces gold, gold is worth more than the American dollar. So if you cut out the American dollar and come up with your own currency, you become the power in the world. You become the power conglomerate in the world, not America. She's fallen, all because she goes around the world, invade countries, killed many African leaders who stood up to the West. Now they can't do nothing about it. Africans are standing up to the West, not accepting the LGBTQ community. Because you got to understand, America is trying to befriend Africa now because China has gave them the game. China has schooled Africa about the West. That's why Biden, Kamala Harris, and all them running to Africa. But Africa bowing back. You're trying to bring the gay agenda over into Africa because white people, by nature, are, what can I say? They are dying off our planet. White people's death rate overlaps their birth rate. So you trying to even this playing field by introducing homosexuality to Africa so Africa won't procreate. We recognize the white man, the white culture is a minority on the planet and they're dying off. And despite what the African go through globally, this scares the shit out of white scientists. Black people dying from all kind of heart failure, diseases, black on black crime, cop killing blacks, whites killing blacks, Chinese killing blacks, and black people's birth rate overlaps the death rate. We're being born real quick, fast. A black woman can have 20 kids. That white womb of the white woman can't have that many kids. So Johnny come lately, it's too late for you trying to introduce a homosexual bill off into Africa when Africa's culture has always rebelled against the homosexual activity. It's not part of the culture. Not saying some Africans don't practice homosexuality. They do, but the majority of black people in Africa knows their business of being up on our planet. That's to procreate. Man and woman to procreate. But back to this global reserve currency, we will see in the days coming, it's right around the corner where America totally collapsed. Her money that you hold, your money you take it to the strip club, throwing at women, will be insufficient. The American dollar is becoming insufficient. Black people taking money out the bank, start buying up property, and we're going to find a way how we're going to invest in this BRIC currency. We must not be left behind. See, us being taught that we shouldn't go to Africa, That stagnated us because we could be in Africa doing business with our brothers and sisters. We could import things in this country and export things out this country as a relationship between your African brother and sister in Africa. So I want y'all to look up that BRIC, BRIC. And other nations is going to join in on this to undermine America's bullying. You feel me? She got a hegemony to bully people, weaponizing that dollar. This is how she staged her coups, using the American dollar, paying Negroes to stage a coup against a strong president. And that's why you be having all these killings during the Obama administration. The first person that brought it to the United Nations was Muammar Gaddafi. This is why they killed Muammar Gaddafi, because he wanted to take the American dollar and undermine it by using the gold dinar. Using the gold dinar, using currency from gold. Well, gold become the major currency. Who got all the gold? That's a polar shift. This polar shift is happening now, right before our very eyes, and we can't see it. We're too busy out here still killing for the dollar that's not going to be sufficient. It's going to be monopoly money. What you niggas going to do with your monopoly money? America is falling. You Negroes that have faith in the white man's government is showing you right now its ass. Its ass is out. That's why she flying all around the world trying to visit Africa. The Africans don't want them because the Africans know that America supported the apartheid regime. America has toppled many African nations, have killed many African leaders. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this big BRIC, I keep saying big, BRIC organization. BRICK, an acronym for Brazil. You feel what I'm saying? Brazil. Damn, Brazil got 80 million. It should be more than that now. 80 million black people. So we got Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and South Africa, who are the first coalition of people, nations who started BRIC. Argentina talking about signing on. And if the United Arab Emirates sign on, where all the oil come from, America's up shit creek. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gone. Peace and black power.